It's time for the absolutely... I'm on my way! Completely! I'm almost there! Random! Why are there so many stairs? Podcast! Oh, jeez! With Andrew Rhodes.
Alright. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the absolutely, completely random podcast for Saturday, September 24th, 2022. I'm your host, Andrew Rhodes, as always here on the Web Designer 18 YouTube channel. And if you're noticing, if you are one of those tech-savvy people and you're like, wait a minute, the date that this thing was recorded was the 23rd, there's a reason for that, and I'll get into it when I talk about my week. But what am I talking about this week on the podcast, you ask? A lot of stuff. Like, believe it or not, there's going to be a solo Ironman game. Yep. I'm not going to lie, I'm creaming my jeans on this. A solo Ironman game. Yay! I'm never going to be able to play it, but yay! At least somebody's showing him some love. GameStop has decided to insult their employees. You know, the ones that are still willing to stay, that drink the Kool-Aid and think that this is still a good place to work. They've insulted them with a 50-cent raise. That's insult. They have insulted them with a 50-cent raise. Yep, that's all they get. The joys and horrors of virtual reality anime. Yep. Oh, this is going to be a good topic. EVGA, the popular graphics card maker, is decided to just divorce NVIDIA. They're like, you know what, we're done. We're out of here. And it is a fucking messy affair. It is a total mess. And a YouTuber has confessed to secretly being a gaming industry leaker after getting caught with their hands in the cookie jar. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, all this and more this week on the absolutely, completely random podcast. But before we get into this, I'm sure you know the song and dance by now, but let's sing along at home if you know the words. If you're interested in weirdities, oddities, collectibles, weird shit, what have you, check out my eBay page, ARHOADS-2012. That's right, I have a wide variety of crap for sale. One person's trash is always another person's treasure on the worldwide flea market that is eBay. Where else could you find Kleenexes that were probably used by Dr. Dre and Shatner's old toupees? You want a whole bunch of old school crap from the 80s? Or you want something weird that you've never even considered the possibility of owning before? Check out eBay. I cannot stress that enough. eBay is the place to go. It's your one-shop, gotta-stop place for crap, but it's good crap. It's not like Ollie's discount bargain bullshit. It is decent stuff. And if eBay ever wants to sponsor my podcast or anything I do on my channel, I would be more than willing to talk terms. Because I love eBay. I sell on eBay, and I trust eBay. If I'm ever looking for something, that's the first place I go is eBay. I'm not joking. That's literally my first stop is eBay. Because if eBay doesn't have it, chances are none of the other ones are going to have it. And if they do, it's going to be really high priced. But yes, check out eBay. And while you're over on eBay.com, wandering around their happy little, site and everything else, check out my eBay page, ARHOADS-2012 on eBay. And hey, while you're out there on the information superhighway, check out Twitter. That's right, I'm over on Twitter, @OtakuRhodes on Twitter. You can also check out the official Web Designer 18 Facebook page. I have an Etsy shop, Simple Design by Andrew, because it's simple designs for the complex world we live in. I mean, come on, where else could you possibly find this stuff? I have wedding invitations that you can customize yourself in Canva. That's right, it's a Canva template that you can customize. I have printables. I have some other cool stuff. There's wall art. I literally just added wall art on there. I have 2 different wall arts in 4 different sizes. And you literally get all 4 sizes in one file. That's right, for $15 too. That's not a bad price. So check it out. Hang tight and by all means, check that out. Simple Design by Andrew. It's over on Etsy. Link in the description. Don't forget, we also have Patreon and Ko-fi if you want to help support the channel. Hopefully I can get, hopefully there's some good stuff that might come out of the future. And I can do more videos and I can add more fun stuff. So hopefully, let's keep our fingers crossed here. Hopefully that'll work out really well. But yes, so come on, check that stuff out. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and smash that notification bell so you can be made aware of when new videos drop right here on the Web Designer 18 YouTube channel. All right, so let's get into how my week went, and let's just start off right off the bat with last Saturday. So, last Saturday, I recorded the podcast, and I'm like, okay, so everything's going really well. Podcast is recorded, processed, and uploaded, ready to go up Sunday, all set and done. I added up I think it was I did the one rant video too, and I'm like, hey, this is perfect, day's going really well. And the other shoe finally dropped. So, for those of you that haven't been paying attention or have been tuning out this section of the podcast for the last couple weeks, you may not have wanted to do that. So, as a lot of you know, my mom and I have been living in the property that belonged to my grandfather. And when he died back in 2020, we weren't sure if we were going to have a roof over our heads or not. And my uncle, who was the executive of the estate, said that, oh no, you guys can stay there. The family, well, all but one member of the family was fine with it. So it's like, hey, that works out well. We're happy about that. And that's, how life's gone for the last couple years. That uncle passed away last Saturday, about around 12:15 in the afternoon. My aunt sent me an email letting me know. And because I didn't check Google, I didn't check my Gmail till like 2 o'clock when I was just about to shut down my tablet, that's when I saw it. So my uncle passed away. We're having his funeral this coming Saturday. Hence why, if you're wondering, this is being recorded on Friday. This is being recorded on the 23rd, but it's for the 24th. Because I will not be able to record tomorrow. There's no way in hell. And the reason why is very simple. Because we're going to be at a funeral all day. That's literally, it's going to be an all-day affair. We're going to be there. We got to be there at I think my mom was saying we got to be there about 8:30ish. The viewings from 9 to 11. And then the funeral afterwards. Burying him in the ground. And then, his as they call it, internment. And then the little get-together afterwards where everybody can reminisce, shoot the shit, and all that fun crap. So that's what's going on for me tomorrow. So yeah, if you're wondering why this is being recorded on a Friday, that's why. That is literally the reason why. However, there is a bit of a silver lining in this. So prior to him going completely downhill, and before it got too bad, he did transfer his ability to be the executive to another family member. And this one's perfectly fine with my mom and I getting the property. So provided that this one doesn't try to screw us out of it in the 11th hour, we're finally gonna have closure on this, and we'll finally have a roof over our heads, and I can be happy. I can breathe a goddamn sigh of relief for the first time, I want to say, in 2 years. So that is about the only good side. So what does that mean? Well, I'm hoping to finally get my freaking Etsy shop to start churning out some cash here, because I would really like to keep doing my YouTube stuff. I'm actually having a lot more fun. I really do want to get channel surfing YouTube style up and running. There was a video series that I was thinking about starting where I review YouTube channels. I give my thoughts and opinions on them, whether or not they're interesting, whether or not you should avoid them. And I really do want to get that going. But I didn't really want to start anything massively new if then all of a sudden it's like, well, screw you guys, we're done. As a lot of you know, I did lose my job back in June. So that is not helping. We're still keeping up on the bills, but yeah, money's getting tight. I'm not going to lie about that. That's why, it's like I have Patreon. I know nobody wants to support. I don't have that many viewers. Nobody really likes my channel. That's why I wanted to try to... it's like, I do it for fun. If I get something back from it, that's fine. That's also why I'm doing Etsy. I do have that spring shop. Links, both of those are still in the description. They've been in the description of every podcast since I started the Etsy shop. They've been in the links of the podcast. If you can go check them out, spread it around, that'd be great. But yeah, we do have the t-shirt. I do have that t-shirt thing with spring, so that's really cool. But yeah, it's like, I'm trying to find some passive income ideas to try to help generate some income coming in, because I have not been having the world's greatest of luck in finding an actual employment. Now, there are a few places that I put in applications that returned with the, okay, yeah, let's talk. And then negotiations broke down after that, because the only reason why they really wanted to talk to me was to find out why I was let go after 3 weeks. And when I couldn't give them an answer that was satisfactory to them, then all of a sudden it was, oh, well, okay, then there went my application right in the trash can. It's not my fault in any way, shape, or form. It's just that's how it went. It's like, because I couldn't give an accurate answer, there went my application straight to the trash. So that was that. But yeah, so we have actually just we're still picking up some of the pieces. I know my mom really hit my mom hard. Me, I saw it coming when we went to go see him that one Wednesday. Would have been, I want to say 2 weeks ago. I want to say 2 weeks ago. Let me look at my calendar here. Yes, 2 weeks from this past Wednesday. So yes, when we went to go see him on the 7th. Yeah, so yeah, that's right, because there's, yeah, we went to go see him on the 7th, and he was, did you ever saw that, if you ever heard the Afro Man song, And Then I Was High, yeah, that was him. They had him on the good shit. He was higher than a kite. And I mean, way out there high. So, I saw it coming. I saw it coming because I was going with him to breakfast Wednesdays and Thursdays. I was taking him for breakfast, so I saw it coming. And it's like, yeah, we saw it coming. So there is that. But yeah, a lot of stuff's going to be changing. I'm actually looking at leaving the fire company I've been volunteering with because of reasons that I don't really want to get into. But yeah, so a lot of stuff's going to be changing. But at the same time, I'm really looking forward to bringing in some new content. I really do want to get channel surfing YouTube style off the ground. I really like the idea for this. I'm still working on like the practical effects for the introduction, stuff like that, but I am really looking forward to trying to get this off the ground. Hopefully I can get it going. If not, I don't really see why I wouldn't be able to. There is going to be a Q&A this month. I'm going to try to record it either quick Sunday morning or I'm going to record it Tuesday morning. I don't know. Yeah, it's either going to be Sunday morning or it's going to be Tuesday morning, and it will be up by the 30th. I can say that's about all I can say. But yeah, as for like October and that, I don't know because of how and what's going on with everything. I can't say whether or not there's going to be a Q&A for October, November, December right now. And that's mostly because of having to rearrange a lot of stuff. We're cleaning parts of the house out to get some of the family members some of the stuff that they want, that's theirs and that they want back, which is fine. It's what we were doing most of the week. As I dragged down a giant, this thing is giant-sized chest from the attic that I actually had to take my bedroom door off its hinges in order. I had to take the hinges off the wall just to get it down the stairs, just to get it through that threshold. I had to do that, so that was fun. I'm just hoping that my aunt better take that too with her, because I would be pissed if I got to lug that thing down to the freaking basement. I'll be pissed. But yes, we got like a lot of stuff that's going on, but hopefully we'll be able to get everything situated. We'll be able to get everything taken care of, and I can bring YouTube more stuff. I can bring my new video series. I do want to start up a second podcast. I was thinking about doing it on Acast. I'm not sure yet, but that was my plan. And the name for this new podcast, I actually like the idea for this, and I looked it up. There is not one, and I was going through 1,000 times, and I'm like, okay, is this name taken? Damn it! Is this name taken? Damn it! Is this name taken? Damn it! And I settled on one that was not taken. Otaku at Night. That's gonna be. I'm looking forward to getting that started. I don't know what that one's gonna basically be like a discussion video, but it's gonna be it's gonna be like a fun type of one. So like I talk about anime, video games, movies, just shit that otakus would like. And just go that route. Like, we're gonna talk about like maybe horror anime for October or something. I don't know, but that's my plan. That is my plan to get those off the ground and started. I would like to, like I said, I would like to get my Etsy shop really going. I am still trying to get sale number 1. I'm not even joking on this. I have not sold a damn thing on Etsy yet. Not a thing. Not a damn thing. And I'm still trying. But that has been my week, in a nutshell. So if we could, for a moment here, let's have a moment of silence for my uncle, who passed away last Saturday. Fare thee well. Alright, so, Iron Man's finally getting some goddamn love again. And it's about fucking time. So Dead Space Studios is making an Iron Man game with Marvel. That's right. That's the only thing I kind of have the little bit of a downside for, but I'm excited about this. So Motive announced the single-player action-adventure, which is going to be joining Captain America and Black Panther in a slate of new Marvel games. First off, at least somebody's giving Iron Man love, okay? At least somebody. We were robbed of a 4th Iron Man movie, which would have worked so great. So great. We could have had an alternate reality, Iron Man story where, like, after Infinity War or after Endgame, let's say, we know that Tony Stark died, but maybe, in a parallel universe, here's another Tony Stark that went completely cuckoo crazy. And instead of embracing, the I want to be a peaceful, save the world type of person, he gave off that persona, but at the same time was more of a, no, I'm going to use this to basically just screw people over. And then because you linked in a way, the symbiote shit with the Infinity War and all that other stuff, and the multiverse, you could have, like, synced in, like, hey, here, well, yeah, it would have been after that, but still. You could have said, hey, symbiote armor. Or he could have made you like a living metal. Not exactly a symbiote, just change it and call it a living metal. I would have loved to have seen a 4th Iron Man movie, and we were fucking robbed of that. And I'm never going to forgive Marvel for that. I will never forgive Disney and Marvel for killing Iron Man. That has earned them a permanent place on my shit list for life because of that. Iron Man was my favorite character, and you had no right to just up and kill him like that. None whatsoever. But, so they've announced that they are developing a new single-player, third-person action-adventure game starring Iron Man. Confirms earlier rumors that such game was in early development at Motive, the game studio behind the upcoming Dead Space remake. So this new Marvel game was quietly announced and confirmed on Twitter via a few tweets from Motive, Marvel, and the official Iron Man Twitter account, which I did not know existed. I did not know that this existed, and I am kicking myself for not knowing it existed. And I am pissed that I did not know that there was an official Iron Man Twitter account. There is an official Iron Man... I'm pissed off at that I did not know that there was an official Iron Man Twitter account. I am by far one of the biggest Iron Man fans, and I am kicking myself so hard that I did not know there was an Iron Man Twitter account. Unless I had actually... unless I am actually following it and I just didn't realize it, but still, I'm kicking myself that I did not realize that there was a fucking Iron Man Twitter account. An official one. And I'm looking at this like, God damn it. How did I not know about you? How did I not know? I'm pretty sure I'm probably following this. I hope I am. If not, I will be. But yes, they did announce this via the official Iron Man Twitter account. I did not realize that there's one. That is really pissing me off that I didn't know that. But yes. So it's really good. However, it's still only in early development. So, of course, there's the issue that it might possibly crap out. Funding could fall through. Something could happen. Blah, blah, blah. Insert issues ad infinitum. According to Motive, though, the team working on this new unnamed Iron Man game is being led by Oliver Prolix, I believe, who previously worked on the 2021 Fantastic Guardians of the Galaxy game. Okay, I'll give you that one. I saw some gameplay of that. I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one. Quote, We have a great opportunity to create a new and unique story that we can call our own. Marvel is encouraging us to create something fresh. We have a lot of freedom, which is so engaging for the team, end quote. I love that. So you're creating a unique story. So long as you're holding true to what Iron Man basically was, and you're creating a unique story, I'm all for this. I am all for this. Just don't make this be a buggy mess. I'm all for this. Could I play it? Probably not, because it'll be for next-gen systems, and I don't have one of those. So Motive and Marvel didn't have many other details, though, to share, which makes sense since the game's still in pre-production phase. So it'll be a few years, sadly, before we see anything substantial about it or get a release date or anything like that. So don't go thinking that, oh, it's going to be coming out for Christmas. No, that ain't happening. No chance in fuck. They would have had to have been working on this for the last 3 years for it to even get a release date of around. That's being generous. That is being generous, beyond generous. They would need to have had this thing going for at least 3 years. I want to say at least 3 years. No, not happening. Meanwhile, though, yeah, I mean, they do have, there's still other Insomniac games. Insomniac, like, there's some other stuff that's coming out. It's yet another Marvel game to add to the ever-growing list of Marvel games currently in development. Over a week ago, Marvel and Disney announced a new game starring Captain America and Black Panther, both of which can go piss off. I'm not a Captain America fan. I never really got Black Panther, so I'm not saying I'm not a fan of Black Panther. I just never got Black Panther. So, yeah. And that being said, though, it's being developed by Skydance. There's also an Insomniac developed Wolverine game in the works, plus a new Spider-Man game, too. And later this year, you get Marvel's Midnight Suns. Ooh, who cares? Yeah, so meanwhile, though, Motive is busy with another game, Dead Space. The team is wrapping up the upcoming remake, which is still slated to hit consoles and PC on January 27th of 2023. Holy shit, man. Holy shit! But yes, I'm actually happy. I'm excited at the fact that we're getting a standalone Iron Man game. We are getting a standalone Iron Man game. I'm sorry. We're getting a standalone Iron Man game. It's about fucking time. Somebody is giving Iron Man the goddamn love he deserves. Okay? The goddamn love he deserves. I'm so happy about this. Okay? We're finally giving him the goddamn love he so rightfully deserved the love, too. It's not like, oh, well, you know, nobody likes it. No. Everybody liked Iron Man. Iron Man's death was by far one of the most tragic moments in all of Marvel when he died in Endgame. And I was trying my damnedest to avoid spoilers for Endgame because I was like, I'm gonna get this when it comes out on DVD. I am avoiding spoilers to the damnedest of my abilities. And then YouTube fucking hits me with Iron Man's funeral. Iron Man dies, and here's Iron Man's funeral. I'm like, son of a bitch! And I was like, God damn it! And then when I watched it, I'm like, no! And then just to rub salt in the wound, you have Steve Rogers deciding that, fuck the time stream, fuck the timeline, fuck all this crap. I'm going back to the past, and I'm going to stay in the past. Now, granted, I understand the reason why. And the main one was because both Chris Evans and Robert Downey Jr.'s contracts were up. I get that. I'm still pissed about it. Okay? That's the answer that satisfies my mind, but it doesn't quell how pissed I am. Okay? You could have just had it that Iron Man just fucking retires. You know, great, okay, he went out in a blaze of glory. He went out as a hero. I get that. You couldn't have had a MacGuffin that he comes the fuck back and just is like, I'm done being the hero. I am done with this. realizing that he was going to sacrifice himself to save everybody, he made the ultimate sacrifice. Yeah, I get it. It doesn't lessen the death anymore. You could have easily had it come back. Like, look, you know, let's say that you could have introduced the Watcher. You could have introduced one of the other 16 trillion Marvel characters that have godlike powers in this universe of yours. Thrown one in that's like, you know, I've been watching this entire thing this entire time. No, it's sad. But unfortunately, I'm going to fix it and then just like reverse Iron Man's death and go, there you go. But just make it so that he's done. He's like, you know what? We saved the universe. And then just look at the new ones like, I think it's time for them to take over. I'm retired. And then he could have just went off and had his happy life. He could have trained Peter and been like, nah, I'm going to do more of I'm the retired, mentor now. And he just teaches Peter. It's like, I'm going to take him under my wing. It's like, go right to Peter Parker and go, come on, you're going to come with me. Why? Because you're going to come with me. Because I lost you and that broke me and I'm not doing this again. I'm going to train you. I'm going to teach you. I'm going to make you the best. I'm going to make you the best you and me I can. So let's go. That would have been so great. An alternate ending where Iron Man fucking lives and just teaches the next generation. No, because we have to shoehorn it. Like I said, I get it. I understand it. But it doesn't quell how pissed I am about it, okay? It never will. But at least we're getting a standalone Iron Man game, single-player adventure. The last one that I actually enjoyed playing was from the first movie. Granted, I only had the PS2 version, and I will say this. There are 2 levels in that were a fucking bitch and a half to get through. Oh my god! I hated 2 of those levels. The one was like near the end where you had to try to save Pepper and at the same time stop the rockets. And the other one was when you were taking on, I think it was Blonsky. Yeah, it would have been the Crimson Dynamo. Oh god, I hated those levels. Because I thought, okay, so if I like blow up the reactors and, I do that'll kill them. Nope. Because if you do it, it's game over because you just poisoned all of the area. I'm like, son of a... So I had to do it again. And I'm trying to figure out how to beat him. Like, ugh. It was a fun game, though. The sequel sucked ass, but the original was so much fun. But yes, at least we're getting, like I said, a standalone Iron Man game sometime down the future. I'm happy for that. I really am. I'm happy for that. Good old GameStop. How long has it been since I had a GameStop topic? I think it has been a while since I had a GameStop topic here. It has been a long ass time. I want to say it has been a long ass time since I've had a GameStop topic. I think the last one I had was the one like around Black Friday that one year where it's like, yeah, well, they're gonna pay their employees had to do a challenge for the ability and the right to work on Black Friday. I think that was the last one I did. But this one though, as somebody that has worked in retail, let me first off tell you that this is an insult on all levels. And I mean all fucking levels, okay? All levels of the world, this is an insult. So, GameStop rewards its employees for sticking around with a 50-cent raise. That's right, they decided to just go gangster on their ass. Here's 50 cents. Fuck you. So last month, GameStop announced new stock bonuses for store managers and hourly raises for other employees. Yes! It seemed like some relief was finally coming for the staff, who had been through the ringer. It has basically been a living hell for them. I think it might have been that subreddit. That might have been the last one. I don't know. There's I don't remember what the last one I did. I'll have to look that up. But there was there's a subreddit out there of all the freaking employees bitching and complaining. It is fucking beautiful. And when this was announced, they're like, finally, we're being treated as we're fucking important for once. Yes. Yeah, no. Yeah, that was a fucking, that was what I like to call a false ad. They basically false added your ass. So, this one's gonna hurt. All while watching the investors profit off the unprecedented meme stock hijinks. However, over the past week, employees learned those raises are gonna be measly. you're getting an extra 50 cents an hour in many cases. Some of them even lower in others. All while GameStop's reported its CEOs made $16.8 million last year. So your CEOs, okay, your chief executive officers are bringing in 6-7 figure sums, okay? Okay, even that'd be 9 figures. Ooh, wow, that'd be 9 figure sums. Wow. Yeah, so they're bringing in a shit ton of money. Now you're paying the peasants pauper wages to work in the castle. You're paying us trinkets to clean your shit. It doesn't work like this. And I remember when I was working retail, and this is a fun story. I can actually say this now because I'm no longer there, and I really don't want to go back. I really don't want to go back. I almost contemplated it because of having a hard time finding anything, but I really, really, really don't want to go back. I really don't want to go back. Because retail is a nightmare. It is a fucking nightmare. But I remember when I got my first raise, I was so excited about it. And the one employee that was there for a while, because we weren't supposed to talk about our wages at all. None whatsoever. And we were like, because he honestly thought that he's like, you know, you're really doing this job well, and you only just started not too long ago, and you're really doing a good job at this, because like you really have. Back then when I first started, I had, you know, I actually cared about my job. I actually gave a rat's ass about my job. If something was messed up, it bothered the hell out of me. I was happy about my job, and all that quickly went to pot the following year when I ended up being introduced to the one person that took over as my supervisor. There went Andrew's happy demeanor and pleasant demeanor at that point. It's, you know what, I'm here, I'm tolerating this. And if you want to know why, ask her. She broke me. Yeah, it was not a good thing. But I got a small raise. Now, granted, all right, I already figured this. I'm like, well, yeah, you know, this one's going to make more than me because they've been here for a while. I was perfectly fine with that. Okay, I was perfectly fine with that. And all of a sudden, he's like, well, I got this. He goes, well, I got this. And I'm like, he asked me, goes, you know, off the record, he asked me in private, because we were waiting outside the one morning. And he asked me, he goes, what was yours? And I'm like, it was this much. I'm not saying how much it was. See? I'm not saying how much it was. I'm not saying it was lower than his, though. And he's like, damn. He goes, the least they could have at least bought you dinner first before they fucked you. They could have at least bought you dinner first. Well, he had said something to his mom, because his mom's like, he's like, oh yeah, he goes, I got a raise at work, and she's like, oh, that's really great. And he told her how much his was. She's like, oh sweet, that's really good. And he goes, you know that guy that I hang out with in the morning that works there, that shows up early, he's usually there before I get there? And he goes, yeah. She goes, yeah, he got one too. Oh, well, that's good. He got this much. Oh, that poor boy. It's like, it was sad. Even his stepdad was like, the least they could have did was bought me dinner first before they fucked me. I just will never forget that line. It made me laugh. But the least they could have done for these employees at GameStop was bought them dinner first before they fucked them. They at least should have pretty woman their ass and is like, look, we'll take you out for dinner. We'll treat you really nice. You want some free games? You want some free swag? Here you go. By the way, you're getting an extra 50 cents an hour. That's all we're giving you. That's the least they could have done. So it's been a rough couple years for GameStop employees. COVID hit, store closures, turnovers rose as the burnout set in amid of a record meme stock frenzy, compiled with little help from the staff on the business front lines. Well, why in the fuck should we give a shit about helping this company make more money when they're paying us pennies on the dollar? It was basically a Chinese sweatshop in America, if you think about it. That's how I actually think that was how the one person in the one subreddit worded it. That was really funny. All while local stores were cutting hours, executives were left with golden fucking parachutes. It's like, here's $10,000. You take your massive severance package. You go find another goddamn job, damn it. this was a horrible idea. You take the 6-figure severance package and you go out that door and find another high-paying job at another company. You ever see that Dilbert episode, the very first one? Yeah, that's the joke. You take your large severance package and you go find a job at a higher paying company. But in August, after the latest rounds of brutal corporate layoffs, where they just grabbed the whip and started flogging everybody as they walked out the door. If you get hit with the whip, you're allowed to come back. Oh, no, we're not bringing you back, bitch. Oh, Butch, sorry, not bringing you back either. Oh, Michael! That's right. Yeah, that about seems to be what they were doing. GameStop CEO Matt Furlong announced the company would make major new investments in its store managers and hourly workers. I would say you're finally going to be treating them like human beings and not like the slave robots that you've been treating them like. But no, not even close. Managers would get $21,000 in company stock that would vest over 3 years. Other employees would get hourly raises. Keep in mind that if that one subreddit's to be believed, there were some managers that were like 16 years old. And they were store managers. So they're getting stock options? That's rich. I love that. The other employees would get hourly raises. Maybe some of that meme stock gold was finally going to start trickling down. Nope. Not quite. 5 current staff told Kotaku the standard hourly raise for regular store employees is only 50 cents. One reported getting even less. My raise is a whopping 38 cents an hour. Not even a round number. It's 38 cents. That's going to be fun for the accountants to figure out. Okay, so let's see. Timmy worked for 165 hours this week. Oh, well, he cracked in some overtime. Oh, lucky bastard. Let's see here. With $14.38 an hour. Oh, wow. That's going to be a weird number. Oh, my God. Yeah, so this person said, I've been there 10 years, I'm insulted. Even with the raise, they say they are still well below the $15 an hour starting rate at the nearby McDonald's. Employees' names are being withheld for obvious fucking reasons. But yes. Yeah, but GameStop, of course, isn't responding to this. It's like, look, we're paying our employees piss poor wages. They can go across the street to the McDonald's and make more money slinging burgers. Like, we're encouraging them to go venture into the fast food industry. And they're not realizing what the problem is here. It's like, you're making how much fucking money, and you're just lining the pockets of your CEOs. It's like, well, the CEOs did a lot of the work. I didn't do shit but take a crap on the toilet this morning. Loading money into my pants is the best feeling I've had all day. That is probably like the most accurate thing here. The GameStop subreddit is full of similar frustrations. My pay went from $13.30 to $13.85, wrote one person. Well, that's a 55-cent raise. That's a slap in my face considering how much work I do and constantly coming in on my days off or using my car to go get something from another store to transfer, wrote another. Quitting because I got a 55-cent raise. I went from $10.50 to $11.50. Wow, that person apparently worked in Florida, though, where the minimum wage is about to go up to $11 an hour anyways. Wow, you're making 5 cents more than the average person. Yeah, no, I agree with that. That was one of my major considerations for when I left Five Below, because I felt like I was not getting paid fairly for what I was doing. There were days where I was like, yeah, I'll come in on a Monday and help. Hey, I'll come in, like 3 o'clock in the morning. Hey, yeah, I'll come in at 1 o'clock in the morning and work with you, and we'll try to get as much of this stuff done as possible. I was willing to come in earlier and help, and it's like, yeah, I will agree, I was not really treated fairly. There was the snowstorm that I actually drove in the snowstorm. I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, if I leave at like 2:30, like 1:30, 2:30 in the morning, I can beat the snowstorm, and I'll at least be in the parking lot. And I did. And I slept in the parking lot then, waiting, because, like, can't exactly say I can't make it into work. I had to try to get there. She's like, well, I'll try to get there. Yeah, I was sitting there. Well, it's like, yeah, I was cold. I was miserable. I somehow managed to actually sit in the freaking parking space, despite the fact that I couldn't see it. It was not a pleasant ordeal at all. And I was there till we got in. It's like, well, hey, you were here at 5 o'clock in the morning, so yeah, I'm going to put you down at 5 because you were here at 5. I was there long before 5, but I was supposed to start at 5. It's like, oh, yeah, no, you were here. We have you on camera that you were here. But it's like, oh, yeah. But, whew. That was one of the main reasons. That was a deciding factor in me wanting to leave. Another one was a more personal one that I really don't like getting into, but it's a true story now, where I was kind of coerced by a family member that I had to leave because otherwise I would not have a roof over my head, or the possibility that I would not have a roof over my head. So that was fun. But yeah. But assistant store managers, though, with this entire GameStop thing, are going to be receiving $1 more an hour. Wow! But that comes at a time when 3 store managers have told Kotaku that GameStop is freezing hires of new assistant managers to replace the ones who are leaving or being cut. So you're cutting employees, giving hourly raises to your regular slogging sweatshop workers. Your managers are getting $21,000 in stock options in a company where your meme stock is skyrocketing faster than a goddamn volcano on crack night, and you're basically fucking the... You do not understand how business works, do you? You do not piss off your employees. Rule number 1 of business. You make the employees happy so they stick around longer so that they work for you. If you piss them off and they leave, you have no business. Unless you're going to hire drones that will go around, or you just want to make your stores a pickup hub, which would probably be about the only thing you're going to be able to do if you're only going to have like 2 or 3 employees. There you go. I actually brought that up when I was working at Five Below at the one point. I said, why don't we just make this a pickup hub? Where it's like, look, you can just come here, pick it up, and nobody comes in here anymore. We'll just do that. No, that was an idea. That was an idea I tossed around. Oh yeah, but no, they're getting rid of assistant managers. They say some regions will have 1 manager for every 2 stores, or an area manager overseeing 4. Their raises? Just $1.25 more an hour despite the extra work, stress, and headaches. So, you're going to get an extra $1.25 to have to manage 4 stores. Fuck that. GameStop! You do not understand how business works. Not in the least. Pretty much everyone told that they talked to in this one, according to one quote from a store manager, is looking for another job. That's even with GameStop's new equality bonuses. They said they would have preferred an extra $1 or $2 hourly raise. Whoa, that's actually not bad. Currently, though, new stock options don't start vesting until 2023, and even when the full amount won't be available until years later, store managers will have to stick it out through another rough holiday season. Actually, they'll have to stick it out through 4 rough holiday seasons in order to even get your goddamn fucking stock options. So that ain't fucking right. Because your stock could suddenly drop off the face of the planet, and then their stock options are fucking worthless. It's toilet paper. Did anybody ever see that episode of The Simpsons when Bart went into that animation thing with his Angry Dad comic, and the guy's like, well, here, have some more stock options. And he looked at, and all of a sudden, like, oh yeah, the company's broke. He's like, wait a minute, I have like 2 billion shares of stock. What's 2 billion times 0? Don't you dare tell me it's 0. It's 0. Yeah, I mean, that's BS. Yeah, store managers will have to stick it out through another holiday season. That is bullshit. Doing more work than ever to basically get any of it. Plus, the payout is in a meme stock. So who knows how much that'll be worth once the employees start dumping it. It's like, yeah, hey, look, I stuck it out for the 3 years I was a manager at GameStop. After they announced this, I stuck it out for 3 years, baby, 3 years. You want to know what I did with my meme stock the minute they handed it to me? It's worth about $45,000. I dumped its fucking shit the minute they handed it to me. I'm like, cool, sell. No, I want to sell it. I want my money right the fuck now. Thank you. And that's my retirement, folks. I'm done. Yeah, come on. Nobody's gonna... Yeah. One was quoted as saying, "My district leader was trying to be upbeat about it, but there was silence on the call after he ran us through the details." The current store manager told Kotaku in their quote. They said that others in her district felt like it was more of an insult than anything. Well, we're going to be giving you guys an extra $1.25 an hour to manage 4 stores. Huh? Yeah, look, I know it's going to be difficult to do, but we know you can do it. So there's 4 stores in Bob's area, there's 4 stores in Tina's area, there's 4 stores in Jim's area, and you have to manage all 4 of those stores for an extra $1.25 an hour. Your assistant managers are going to be getting an extra $1 an hour. We can't hire any new ones over from the outside, so we got to promote from within, and your employees are getting an extra 50 cents. Huh? Yep. Fuck you! I'm out. Yeah, that's where I would leave. But GameStop appears focused on grinding through one way or another. In addition to the skimpy compensation for its lowest paid employees, the employees Kotaku spoke with say pressure is ramping up to meet sales goals and acquire wins! An important category like pro memberships, pre-orders, and warranties. That's the same crap we were having at Five Below, where it's like we had to really push. Oh, well, you really need to push, if we were selling tote bags. You really need to push the tote bags. You really need to push the tote bags. Okay, here's the kicker. Because all the employees I found out then were eligible for this, I tried that. As I had to restock those damn things one day when the store was open. And I go up there, and this one lady's there at the register, and I'm like, would you be interested in a tote bag for $0.25? She goes, no. Okay. And I asked 2 other people that same question as I'm stocking those, and they're like, no, why the hell would I want a tote bag? No! Because people don't like it when you just come up to them and go, yo, would you like to have a pro membership to GameStop's pro program? I mean, come on, it's pro, bro, it's pro! No! Get the fuck away from me! Don't chase me out of the fucking store and I never come back! Hell no, I'd be gone, baby! Yeah, that's just horrible, though. Stores with the lowest number of wins will lose staff and get folded into the management of higher performers. Okay, so in other words, this is basically, look, we need you to perform because I'm not going to fucking Albuquerque. I'm not going to Albany. So you guys got to start getting off your ass and start moving around here and jump this shit. If you see somebody walk in the door, you immediately shove a pro application in their face and go, steal this out and sign it, damn it. We're not leaving this store. What is wrong with GameStop? Seriously. Jesus Christ. So what does this look like in practice? Well, if you've worked at a GameStop store, or if you've worked in one the last week, you were busy preparing for a stacked Friday. That's when NBA 2K23 was coming out, along with Splatoon 3 on the Switch, and stores were also getting their latest shipments of the highly sought-after PS5 bundles. Some stores worried about not having enough stock to cover their existing pre-orders, let alone people walking in off the street to buy some of the biggest releases of the fall season. Others had to rely on the lowest paid employees to open and close stores all by themselves. All while the online requests for orders were piling up in the back. I got 75 orders for PS5. I got 65 orders for Splatoon. I got 175 people that want to tell us to go fuck ourselves. What is this, a fucking stock market? Jesus Christ. If there's an endgame in sight, though, for GameStop, board chairman Ryan Cohen, the employees on the ground Kotaku has spoken with can't see it. The meme stock apes cheering Cohen, I guess, along on Reddit. Yeah, see, the company's future is a full-blown pivot to crypto. Results on the front are mixed as well. On the same day last week that GameStop revealed its latest round of bad earnings, it also announced a partnership to sell FTX crypto gift cards in stores. Just today, however, GameStop's head of blockchain tech announced he was leaving the company after only a year. The latest high-ranking employee to cycle out of the alien retail behemoth's current moonshot attempt. Look, we need to get this going. Look, I'm walking the fuck out of this. Look, this ship is sinking. The rats are fucking fleeing. Do you not see? That is not waves out there. This is the SS GameStop. Do you see the water? That is not waves. There is no wind out here. That is the rats fleeing the sinking ship. I am gone, baby. Bye. Woo! That's why. Fuck that. I'd be gone. I'd fuck that shit. You don't sell crypto. That's your entire bank on this? Is crypto? Fuck you. It's not clear, though, where all this fits into Cohen's plans. I'm assuming burn the company, fuck everybody, hope and pray everything works out well in the end. I don't know. Maybe he's got a golden parachute. He probably has a diamond-studded parachute. He's just waiting to release it. But it's like everyone at the top of GameStop, he's making plenty of money in the meantime. Just last month, the pet food tycoon turned meme investor king managed to unload his entire investment in Bed Bath & Beyond and make a cool $59 million in the process. The chain stock plummeted 40% the day after. A bunch of store closures and layoffs followed. I'm thinking inside fucking trading. I'm thinking, I swore that when GameStop stock prices started skyrocketing, I said insider trading. Now all of a sudden you get this guy and he makes a shit ton off of Bed Bath & Beyond. He dumps their stock. He dumps his entire investment of Bed Bath & Beyond, and then all of a sudden their stock plummets 40% the day after, and then a bunch of store closures and layoffs followed. Now, that is, come on, somebody with the FTC. Okay, somebody at the FTC. I had to think which one it was, because the FCC is Federal Communication, FDA is Food and Drug. It's the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission. Somebody at the FTC has got to look into this and go, whoa, wait a minute, wait a minute here. You're going to tell me he dumped his entire stock, and the next day the company's stock plummets 40% and then they lay off and close stores? Yeah. That's insider bullshit. He's insider trading. Get his ass. Put a fucking end to this. This is old Yeller getting rabid, and we just don't want to put him out of his misery. Put him out of his misery! Jesus Christ, this is horrifying. 50 cents is all you're giving them. All you're giving these poor employees that are working themselves to the bone, beating themselves half to death, and you're like, you're going to get an extra 50 cents an hour, fuck off. No, fuck you. That's my... fuck you, GameStop. Fuck you to hell. So, with virtual reality being the whole new thing that we have to deal with, you have, like, the Oculus Rift, and you have all these other things. The joys and horrors of virtual reality in anime. Let's talk about it. Anime has basically given us multiple virtual reality scenarios. We have had 2 anime series where we have had the freaking death game from hell. Well, technically 3 if you think about it. You had Log Horizon, which, I mean, it wasn't a permadeath they found out, but still wasn't pleasant either. You had Sword Art Online, that was a permadeath, and you had Dot Hack, because if they died in that, if they were corrupted or if they died by the hands of one of the corrupted things, then they would die too. So you figure, we had those. By the way, I love Dot Hack and Sword Art Online up to seasons 1 and 2. I like seasons 1 and 2 of SAO. I have not seen the movie, but season 3 can go fuck itself right off the hell. It can jump right off that cliff that it climbed up. But here are some anime series, or some anime things that just weird. This is a history of VR and anime. These are some of the older ones. The good, the bad, and the in-between. Just like the real world, the virtual world has its share of both good and bad. And anime isn't shy about exploiting either. And that's true. And that's really one of the few things that I enjoy about some of the VR anime series. You have, like I said, Sword Art Online, Log Horizon, Dot Hack, just to name 3 of them off the top of my head. There are countless others. Look at Overlord, in a way. That was technically, if you think about it, a virtual reality. They were stuck in the game, although it sort of became real life then for him, so I don't know. But, yeah, and you have, like, the concept of the metaverse now, so this is mainstay. What was science fiction years ago is now more or less actuality. So one of them they have on here is Virtual Idols of Macros Plus. So in the modern age, we'd like to class Macros Plus's idol Sharon Apple as more of an AR-AI hybrid than virtual reality. But her virtual idol status still holds true. The computerized songstress won the hearts and minds of the locals, which wasn't always a good thing. When her programming went haywire, so did the traditional love geometry of the franchise. VR and AR have been used to much better and safer effects in later iterations of Macross, including Cheryl and Ranka's stunning live shows in Macross Frontier, but they've learn to stay a lot calmer when the talent is organic. Yeah, I mean, I kind of like that. You have AI technology, VR, AR. It's really fun. And like I said, they do a good job of a lot of these. Collector U. I'd actually never heard of this one. The Macross Plus I had heard of, because I had seen clips of it here and there. Collector U, I never heard of. So in 1999, Martian successor Nadesco, and by the way, if you've ever seen that series, God help you, it's not bad, but whew, woof, whew, wow. That is one of those, you need to watch it from start to finish and really drive the point home that you watched it. And Silent Mobius creator Kia Asamiya? Yeah, Asamiya, okay. Asked the ultimate question. What if there were magical girls in virtual reality? Well, I kind of think we got that, but sure, let's go with that question. Yeah, let's go with that question, Early. So yeah, the result was Collector U, an original anime series in which a computer illiterate teen becomes a magical virus hunter. Okay, you're making me think of Mega Man here, but a shoujo version of Mega Man. Okay. Taking place in the year 20XX. Okay, you're really making me think Mega Man here. I'm thinking NT Warrior, Star Force. I'm getting some Mega Man vibes here. This is like shoujo Mega Man. Collector U posits the existence of ComNet, the VR-based evolution of the internet. Both ComNet and the real world are under threat from an evil host computer called Grocer. 8 antivirus programs exist to fight Grocer, but they need someone to command them. And that someone is you, or rather, Collector U. Her magical girl powers exist only within ComNet, where she leads the 8 programs to save the virtual and real worlds. Okay, I actually hate to say this. If that is a shoujo series, it sounds like a shoujo series I would actually watch, unlike Escaflowne. Look, I'm sorry. Escaflowne was... It's not a virtual one, but I will never harp on this. If you ever want a decent example of how you manage to piss off a group of people, let me introduce you to the vision of Escaflowne. That was a shoujo action series disguised as a shonen series. They were like, oh, this is a shonen series, but it was fucking shoujo. And that's what it was. That is exactly what it was. And first of all, I have no issues with that. If you want to do that, hey, that's fine. More power to you, because it's equaling it out. It's equaling out the playing field. I mean, that hit the sweet spot for a bunch of people. For me, it kind of annoyed me because I was expecting this kick-ass robots beating the shit out of robots thing. Find out, it's a suit of armor. Oh, that's really cool. And then you find out that it's basically that the main character that we're thinking is the main character isn't really the main character. It's the girl that shows up in his world. That's the main character. Okay, I have no issue with that. Cool. But the fact that it was stupid. It was a slog to get through. I remember watching a few of the episodes. I watched the one movie that kind of recapped everything, and I was like, ugh. Again, woof. That was that bitch was rough. Oh my god, that was a rough one. And then there was a last one on here that I had never heard about before, and I can vouch for that because I would have remembered instantly. It's called Yuri Deco. So hot and fresh from Science Saru, the team behind Devilman, Crybaby, and Keep Your Hands Off of Izukin, is a virtual reality series that hits way closer to home. Tom Sawyer Island, the world where Yuri Deco takes place, feels much more within reach than other anime. Both AR and VR are part of life here, thanks to either ocular implants or special glasses. The currency is love. Literally social media likes. Well, you mean to tell me I can actually go around, hug somebody, and I can use that as a form of payment? Look, if that's true, where do I sign up? I will gladly give hugs if it means I never have to carry money again. Hey, look, I did you a whole bunch of favors. Hey, that's great. Let me give you this nice hug. Aw, thanks. That feels so good. Yeah. Oh, where do I sign up? Jesus Christ. I'm sorry. That actually seems good to me. The world is colored by AR, and you can dive into one of the many hyperverses for work, school, and games. So there is work. Wait, if the currency is love, literally social media likes, how the hell do you actually get paid? Okay, that's an interesting question. How do you get paid? Oh, and customer service centers a customer service center oversees the whole thing. While EVGA challenges this lifestyle and its resulting drawbacks, censorship and ignorance of the plight of others, for example, it also gives credit to the great things technology gives us. Thanks to tech of Tom Sawyer Island, the elderly Madam 44 can be an action hero. Extinct animals can be brought back to life in a virtual zoo. AR avatars can let you appear in the outside world, and the outside how you feel on the inside. In short, technology is just what you do with it. That's what you do with it that matters. Okay, so in other words, okay, interesting. I'm not gonna lie, that is kind of cool. I'll probably have to look into that one. That sounds really interesting. But yeah, I mean, if you want to talk about like other virtual reality stuff, I mean, we're going like movies and stuff too. If you want to throw those in, Summer Wars. I'll even throw Bell in, for good measure. Those show you the prospects of how the world works, reality, and everything else. They're instantly good things showing you like the AR and the VR and the real and fake world. So those were really cool. But yeah, I'm definitely now. Like I said, I had heard of Macros Plus before. As far as Collector U, no, I had never heard of Collector U before, and I am definitely gonna have to look up EVGA. I'm going to have to look this one up because that sounds way too interesting. Way too interesting to pass up. I don't have to look that one up. That sounds really cool. But yeah, I mean, this is not I mean, VR and AR are here to stay, but how we take them for granted and how we work with them, that's what the future is going to be. Hands down. Alrighty, this is funny. I have to admit this. This is one of the funniest jokes I think I've seen this week. So, EVGA, the popular graphics card makers, they are parting ways with NVIDIA, and it is messy because they didn't sign a prenup. This is a messy divorce. Tonight on Night Court, this is a messy divorce. The company will continue to sell its remaining RTX 30 series cards, but it's going to be ceasing all GPU production moving forward. This is really, really interesting. So no one saw this coming, but EVGA, one of the most prominent third-party PC graphics card manufacturers and a favorite brand among PC gamers for quality parts and reliable warranties backed by solid customer service, is terminating its long-time relationship with NVIDIA. What's more, the company reportedly said that it won't be pursuing partnerships with competing silicon giants like AMD or Intel either. It seems like EVGA is just done making GPUs. This is not something that I think any gamer, any PC gamer really wanted to hear. If you want to read the whole thing, go for it. I'm just going to kind of go with the cliff notes and the main points of this. So news of this sudden decision to stop manufacturing GPUs broke via the popular YouTubers Gamer Nexus and Jay's 2 Cents. Personalities from both channels say they were invited to a private meeting with EVGA staff, including CEO Andrew Han. In the meeting, EVGA reportedly laid out its desire and intentions to break away from NVIDIA, citing multiple frustrations with the partnership. Those sore spots mostly concern what Han describes as NVIDIA's reluctance to share essential information about its products with partners until the same information was made available to the public. Often on stage at a press conference, that it believes NVIDIA is undercutting partners like EVGA by selling its own Founders Editions cards at a lower price, and a sense among partners that NVIDIA just doesn't value their patronage, which probably doesn't. Gamer Nexus has a very thorough breakdown of the meeting in the news in their video, which you can pull up, which is, wow, it's just horrifying. Their most senior management made its decision to break away from NVIDIA back in April, but kept the decision strictly confidential. Though EVGA, a company that is so often known and valued for great GPUs and reliable customer service, is leaving the GPU market, the company reportedly intends to stay in business. However, it won't be expanding into new products or categories. according to Gamer Nexus. While the company does make and sell other PC components such as motherboards, cases, and power supplies, the loss of the GPU side of the business is likely to pose challenges for its 280 worldwide staffers. Probably, I wouldn't doubt it. Which is really, horrifying. Gamer Nexus, Gamer Nexus's Steve Brook reports that EVGA is looking to reallocate staff to different projects to keep everyone employed. The company laid off 20% of its Taiwanese employees earlier this year, and now several people whose jobs solely revolve around GPU manufacturing and development don't have obvious jobs to perform. This is not a good thing. Yeah. They're going to continue to sell the RTX 30 series cards. It expects to run out of the stock by the end of the year, but it'll be hanging on to an additional stock to service warranties and repairs. So, that's not bad. But it's bittersweet news, though, for PC gamers, hands down. I mean, this is horrifying. But, I mean, yeah, it makes sense in the long run. They were probably just like, look, we're sick and tired of this. We're done dealing with this shit. We're done handling this. Partnerships do break. That is the thing. As far as like, well, Andrew, did you ever get graphics cards? Yeah, I tried getting 2 for what I wanted to make into a gaming PC, and they don't work. They don't work. I tried. I think it's the fact that there's not enough power that goes to there that it can run that and power the board at the same time. So that is, I kind of feel like the issue. It's like it'll turn on, but it won't do anything because there's not enough power or something. That's my thought. Do I care? No, not really, because the PC will still work. I want to get some better RAM for it, and I'll fix it. But I mean, I'm not expecting to play like high-end 1080p games on this thing either. I'll just do like some emulating every now and then. That'd be about it. But yeah. But as far as this is concerned, hey, look, it sucks, but hey, at least it's not like all of a sudden, like, let's say this came on the heels of like Nvidia, pissing off 100 people, or they had like a massive fire or something. That would be a little more understandable, but people would still be a little more pissed off because they'd be blaming EVGA for this. Where it's like, no, we're done. We're done. And for them, it might have been, look, the contract might have been up by this point. They might not want to renew it. Nvidia might have decided to try to alter the contract. They might have been violating the contract. They might have been doing something that they did not find pleasant or agreeable. And they're probably like, you know what? We're done fucking with this shit. We're done screwing with you. We're done screwing with this. Or it could just be a cost-saving measure. They're like, look, we're not selling that many cards. This isn't worth it to us to keep doing this. It's going to cost us more money to make the cards than it is that we're selling them for. If we jack up the price on them, then nobody will buy them, and we're stuck. Yeah, no, screw that. So, I mean, it makes sense. Depending upon what the actual reason is, it makes sense. But still, it sucks, but it makes sense. You gotta love it when YouTubers get fucking busted for being scummy SOBs. You gotta love that. So, Dan Allen Gaming apologizes for seemingly breaking NDAs to foster a secret insider industry. And for those of you that don't know what NDAs are, that's non-disclosure agreements. A lot of times you need to sign those if you're given information that is privy to you and you alone, between you and a company. So it turns out a Twitter account called The Real Insider, the latest in a crop of leakers posing as gaming industry insiders, was actually run by YouTuber Dan Allen Gaming. The account has convinced many in the scene that it was the real deal after accurately teasing which new Assassin's Creed games would be revealed at Ubisoft's 2022 gaming showcase, but it now appears Allen was simply leaking embargo-privileged information he received as an influencer. Quote, "I'm sorry to everyone for my actions," he wrote on Twitter before deleting both accounts. Ooh boy. Allen has 189,000 subscribers on his YouTube channel where he posts guides, interviews with voice actors, and playthroughs of everything from multiverses to Elden Ring. No one suspected him of secretly leaking industry marketing material. He received under embargo until he accidentally responded to someone asking The Real Insider a question on Twitter as his main Dan Allen Gaming account. Oh, snap! That's how you fuck up. Your alter ego came out to bite you in the ass. Oh! Damn! After that, Bloomberg's Jason Schrader combed through past tweets from both accounts and discovered plenty of overlap. If this is legit and looking through both accounts, they sure seem to tweet about the same games around the same time. It would explain how this real insider knew the AC code names. Schrader wrote on, I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that name right, by the way, wrote in a Discord comment, he broke the embargo himself. Dun, dun, dun. That's not good. But people didn't have to speculate for long, though, because Allen admitted it shortly after and posted an apology. Yeah, sorry to everyone for my actions. I'm ashamed and disappointed in myself. I'll be taking some time to reflect on my poor decisions, which will never occur again. To everyone that has supported me over the years, I'm truly sorry to let you down. There's SIC. Yeah, it's a truly sick sorry to let you down. Yeah, my ass. Look, you violated... That was a crocodile apology. I'm sorry. You violated the NDA. You got fucking caught with your hand in the cookie jar. I'm going to take some time to reflect. No, you're going to wait till this entire thing dies the fuck down. You're going to come back with another pseudonym, and then that's going to be you. And they're going to go, well, how do we know you're not Dan Allen? You're not Dan Allen. I'm not. Yeah, no. The real insider's biggest claim to fame was the Ubisoft leak teasing the Japan open-world RPG called Project Red and several other Assassin's Creed games 4 days before the official showcase and before they were reported on by try-hard guides. And later that same day, Bloomberg. As Axis Stefan Totolo points out, that was the same day Ubisoft briefed press on the showcase. Kotaku did not participate in that. Most often, however, the account has teased upcoming things like hands-on previews, as in one case of Square Enix's Forspoken. The track record recently turned the real insider into one of the fixtures of the gaming leaks and rumors subreddit, a popular watering hole for fans to speculate about upcoming releases based on industry reports and, more commonly, random tweets. In other words, imagine that water cooler you constantly heard about in offices, where the people stand around and gossip and shoot the shit, right? Yeah, that's like that. Allen's outing, though, comes within a week of the massive Grand Theft Auto 6 leak and a Nintendo Direct where many rumored games once again failed to materialize. It spurred a renewed debate about the value and ethics of leaking game industry secrets, which can ruin the gamut from where the next Fallout will take place to whatever, to wherever a studio, to whether a studio has been mistreating its employees. Plenty of people are sick of the rumor mongering, and developers and marketers specialists are understandably not fans of seeing their work discussed outside or online outside of their control, especially when it revolves around incomplete information or inaccurate information. Does this mean it will end anytime soon? Hell to the no. Yeah, no, fuck no. Coincidentally, though, the first outlet to break the news about the real insider was a new publication by industry insider Tom Henderson called What Else? Insider Gaming. While some were critical of the name, which is even invoked on the About page where sources are encouraged to become an insider by reaching out, the site immediately broke after launching yesterday when too many people tried to visit it once. Okay, this is when this article came out. Okay, this article came out on Tuesday, so they did that on Monday. My apologies. When too many people tried to visit it at once, it broke the site. All of a sudden, it's like, wait a minute, I can't log on. No, we're down. Oh my God, we're down. We're deep shit. We're deep sixth. We're fucked. Yeah. Fuck criticism, though. See you on the inside. Apparently, one apparent fan responded. So, in a slight update, this, malicious bastard, I guess is a good way to call him, He hasn't returned to Twitter, but he has posted a 5-minute apology video on his YouTube channel. In it, he apologizes profusely to fans, colleagues, and others, and explains that some of the supposed leaks were nothing more than educated guesses or made up altogether. Oh, no. See, now you're back. Now you're backtracking. It's like, well, it were just guesses, and educated guesses, or I just fucking made it up. And, it's like it was just a lucky guess. Yeah, bullshit. No, see, that's backstabbing. That's backstepping because you know you got caught. Yeah, you cheeky little bastard. That's backstepping because you know you got caught. Try again. No, I don't think so. Quote, I mentioned Silent Hill and Metal Gear Solid Remake, and I can say that there was no NDA there because it's all bullshit. It's all lies, Alan says. He also mentioned that a tease of God of War Ragnarok before the most recent Sony State of Play was, which was later proven accurate, was based purely on Kratos voice actor Christopher Judge retweeting the stream link prior to the showcase. But Christopher Judge does the voice of Kratos? Holy shit, I didn't know that. Damn, I just remember him as, that's the same guy that did Teal'c and Stargate, right? Holy shit. Yeah, you learn something new every day. Holy hell. However, this guy, poor Mr. Allen here, Dan Allen has lost a lot of industry friends, relationships, personal, business-wise opportunities. And for all of you know that 5 seconds of fame, and I take full responsibility. Oh. He says that all the hate I've received on Twitter is all just, but I just had to delete it because I've just never experienced that barrage of hate before, and again, totally justified. But I had to step away from that because I'm just, mentally, it's not great to see all those things about you being put out there, and I haven't experienced that before. Okay, you're an online personality, and I really hate to say it this way, but if you can't take the online criticism, okay, then get off the internet. Welcome to the new age, bitch. Get off the internet. Yeah. Spokesperson, though, from Ubisoft declined to comment specifically on its relationship with Allen, but provided the following statement to make this more generally. We regularly provide access to information on our games under NDAs to trusted partners. When that trust is compromised or information is leaked by an individual, it's not only damaging and demoralizing to our teams, but it takes away from an exciting reveal moment and experience for our players. While we won't speak on an individual case, we do take these matters seriously and will manage accordingly. So in other words, they're neither confirming nor denying that they worked with this asshole, but at the same time, it's like, look, it's almost like they're wrapping their hand around like, we'll take care of this. But you didn't work with it, though. Don't worry, we'll take care of it, though. We'll take care of it. Yeah. You come out, it's like, well, I'm going to come out do this massive apology video. Oh, I'm really sorry. It's sorry. I had to delete that Twitter. I had to delete Twitter because I just never got that much hate before. I don't know how to process it. You fucked up. Deal with it. You fucked up. You screwed up. You messed up. Just fucking take your whooping like a man. Everybody ever watch Real Steel? The part where Noisy Boy's getting his ass whooped? And the one that played Falcon, I forget what his name was in that movie, he goes, get back in this corner, bitch, and take this whooping like a man. Yeah, well, there you go. Just take it. Okay? I'm sorry. Just fucking take it. I mean, here's the downside of it. You leaked industry secrets. You're no longer trusted. You're blacklisted. You're burned. As far as gaming goes, it doesn't matter if you rebuild your popularity, if you rebuild your reputation, it's fucked. Because they're never going to trust you with anything because you violated an ND-fucking-A. You can say you didn't, you can say that, oh, there was no NDA. There was no NDA. There was never an NDA. There's always an NDA. There's always an NDA. You're just trying to, see, this is how you weasel out of something. You're just trying to say, I didn't do it. I didn't do it because you got caught. They busted your ass. You got caught. You got screwed. That's the end of it. You cannot look at this and say, well, it didn't happen that particular. It happened. You got caught. Just fucking own up. Okay? Just take it and own it. You screwed up. You got caught. That's the end of it. I'm sorry. You can come at this 10, 15, 18,000 times down the road and say, hey, I did not do this. I did not do anything wrong. I did nothing wrong at all. It is complete and total bullshit. You got caught. It doesn't matter how you swing this or how you even try to play this. You got caught. Accept it, move on, and deal with it. You got caught. Just suck it up and take it, damn it. That is pathetic. I mean, look, you violated an NDA, regardless if you say there was one or not. You violated it. You violated their trust. Nobody's going to trust you. You're done. You are FDA. You're done. It's the middle finger. Fuck you, and that's where you're at. So, piss off, dude. You got nothing. Hands down, you got nothing. Alrighty, everybody, and that's going to do it then this week for the Absolutely Completely Random Podcast. I'd like to thank you all for hanging out with me for, it had to have been over an hour. I'm really sorry if it was. But thanks for hanging out with me. Don't forget, check out my Etsy shop, Simple Design by Andrew. Check out my eBay page, ARHOADS-2012. Come hang out over with me on Twitter at Otaku Roads. And don't forget to check out the official website or 18 Facebook page. And yeah, it's just a lot of fun stuff. So come check all that out. Until next time, I'm Andrew Rhodes. This has been the Absolutely Completely Random Podcast, and I'm bowing out. Catch you all later, and I'll see you next time.